afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of the FC25 player career mode. We are on the bench at present, but a slither away from the starting lineup again and hoping to turn our current, well, for lack of a better word, shit form back into, well, what it was previously. Our league position has tumbled from the Champions League positions down to 9th. And we start on the bench away from home against Brentford today. My form of late, personally, has also tumbled along with the team's form as well. Whether the two go hand in hand, I'm not sure. Or whether it's just, correlation doesn't necessarily mean causation between whether my dip in form is reflective of the team's dip in form, whether the team's dip in form is reflective of my dip in form. I think they're separate from one another. In most occasions, if I play badly, the team can play well. And if the team play badly, I can play well. But at the minute, nothing's going right for any of us. Saying thank you to those of you on the board behind me, though, for your continued support in the comment section. It's Italian Job, Bob Nelson, and John Sanchez for today. Thank you very much, gents. Right, almost, bar a second, a full half an hour here against Brentford at the G-Tech Community Stadium. So, let's go and get a win, shall we? Coming on for Tracer, who is actually being played at cam in my place. 10% cross success rate is an odd one to give a cam, but I suppose I am in the half-winger role. And then one shot on target. I'm sure we can manage that in half an hour's worth of football. Of course, the 7.0 hopefully will come in due course. Nice to be played back at cam after a sub-appearance at right mid in the last episode. But back where we should be, where we feel like we can play our best and hopefully we'll offer our best to the team. Give that in there to Eddie. He needs to certainly step his game up. And at the minute, he's not doing so. They've got Benjamin Šeško in their starting lineup. That's pretty good. By this point in a save as well. Keane Lewis Potter will whip one hell of a ball to the back post. But I think that might have even gone out for a throw. It did indeed. That's how bad that was. Brentford have been pretty good at winning the ball back since we came on the pitch. But we've not been too bad at doing the same ourselves. We'll get that to Eddie now. He's going to have some support from myself here. And I'll call for it and I'll get it. And I'll give it to Koleosho. And then drive on again. Koleosho could look for me in this channel. And Eddie Nketiah is there. And Mr. Nketiah will not score. It briefly opened up. There's a handball in there, I think. It briefly opened up. And then he just delayed a little bit when taking the shot. Perhaps that's the sign that confidence is low right now with our forward players. With all of our players, really. We're not quite acting on instinct, firing when we should be, playing the passes when we need to, getting the shots away when we need to, and as a result, it's just not working for us. And Nketiah will look for me again here. I was just trying to get a shot on target, if I'm honest, for my objective. I want to get back in the starting lineup more so than anything else at the minute, but I'm only on a 6 right now because, well, we've not done much attacking so far. Wasn't really going to be able to create a goal-scoring chance. I feel like if I give it to Eddie Nketiah at the moment, we're just not going to score. So I am having to work a little bit harder to do everything myself right now. But as a result, when I get it wrong, it's affecting my match rating, which is going to affect our ability to get into the starting lineup. What we could do with is some midweek games so that we can train more regularly. This, I believe, is a midweek game against Brentford. And then we've got Newcastle the following weekend. That's going to go over and for another corner. So, we hopefully, despite a relatively shoddy performance here, or at least just an average performance, not necessarily a bad one, just an average one, we should still hopefully be able to get ourselves back in the 11 for Newcastle. I hope. Anyway, delivery comes in, keeper will come and get it. We have 6 minutes to find a winner. Come on. Go on, Eddie. It's Koleosho. He'll have the legs. Eddie's with me here. Come on. We're calling for it in the middle. Oh, my left-footed effort trying to sweep it into the bottom right corner. Swept it into the bottom right corner of the stand, not the goal. It will be 0-0. I could have won it with the last kick. God damn you, terrible left foot. Only the one objective, which has seen us drop a little bit lower. I wasn't really in a position at any point in the game to put a cross in. We are getting closer and closer to the starting lineup, though. And maybe with a train before Newcastle we can just sneak in, or are we going to be just outside again as we were for the Brentford game? It might be that. It is. Oh, we're even closer than we were, but still, by a couple of pixels, not in the starting lineup. We've dropped... Oh, no, we're still 9th, actually. We haven't dropped any more positions in the league, at least. We're coming on, this time, also at Cam, but 1-0 down, unfortunately, as Kelly's given them a 1-0 lead. I've gotten a little bit longer on the pitch this time, and I really need to make it work for me now. Otherwise, we really are in a little bit of trouble, and Burnley might end up just tumbling down the table, further than we already have. Right, this time, complete 2 passes and get a 6.5. I'd say straightforward, but my last 3 games have been 5.9, 5.4 and a 6. So I can't be too confident. It might be a case of just trying to hog possession, play a lot of passes, and ensure that I get the rating. Wants me to score a goal as well. It wasn't even a shot on target. It was just a straight up, put the ball in the back of the net this time. Manuel Benson's on a bit of a run. Here's Eddie Nketiah now. He'll find me. I found some space, but the defender does well to get a toe in. I think it's Lloyd Kelly at the back for them here that scored their goal in the 10th minute. He's alongside Mancini. And as a defensive partnership, it's not as strong as it could be for Newcastle. But so far, it's been strong enough to keep Burnley out. We hope that's not the case come the final whistle. Kolioso's got Nketiah around the corner. Couldn't find him. Will do now. Eddie Nketiah doesn't equalise. I wasn't really in a position to call for it. I'm sure it would have been intercepted had it been. Lloyd Kelly goes off and Boubacar Kamara comes on in his place. There's CDM now playing at centre-back. Can we make some advantage of that? Maybe. Joe Worrell's going to recover this. And there's Kolioso. There's so much space out there for Lucas Pires, the fullback. Now it's Morato, the centre-back, unfortunately. And, well, he tries to dribble through 2 people in a way that only a centre-back could. Now Alexander Isak's on the counter-attack for Newcastle. And from our own corner, we might end up going 2-0 down. He's in the box here. And he has scored. And we have gone 2-0 down. Excellent. Thank you, Burnley. Get me out of this club, please. Oh, nice ball by Masengo through to me. And the defender's come to close me down. Tracer could get it back to me here. I'll call for it. And he'll find me really, really, really well. Here's Eddie Nketiah. Shot blocked. Good chance. Kolioso and Eddie. I mean, there's a lot of defenders around here, so anything he tries is probably going to end poorly. Which it did. Put Joelinton under some pressure. Can we force a mistake? No. But we have won it back through Sambo. And Cullen will look for me and find me. And I'm just going to keep going here and hope that it opens up for me in a moment to find Eddie Nketiah. And he is not the striker for this football club right now. Took a touch and then just ran away from the ball. Now Anthony Gordon could make it 3-0 at the other end and really embarrass us. Consider us embarrassed. Tresor's there. Just dipped in behind him. I'm not really in a position to be found yet. I'll just drop the shoulder now. Now I'm in a position to be found. Oh, blocked. How's that been blocked? Oh, Krudetsky with a relatively simple save in the end. Trying to do it all myself to get the goal to guarantee the objectives on both the match rating and subsequent objectives, secondary objectives. If I'd have turned and found Kolioso there, then maybe I would have been able to get back up to that 6.5 I want. He's Goodison now. Delquart. Just won it back. Finds me. Got the player out wide to make sure I get a positive pass off. Call for it again. May. Well, I have now dipped up to a 6.5 even though he tried to find me and it gave it away. Well, we lose 3-0. Really, really poorly. But I might have just done enough to get myself back in the 11. And hopefully, with a full 90 minutes, I can have more of an impact. When the graphic disappeared, it said 6.5. It's giving me a 6.4. Screw you, game. I swear it does that a lot. When it asks you for a 6.5 or any 0.5, you get a 0.4. When it asks you for around 0.0, you'll get a 0.9. That was very much the case on the game last year. Whether it's the case this year as well, I don't know. Let me guess. Oh, keep pushing. Honestly, I wish I could block the assistant manager sometimes. So bored am I getting those exact same emails every time we lose a game. Will we be able to get a win in the next one, though? Can I get myself in the starting lineup for the game against Everton? I don't quite think so. No. Same as the previous one against Newcastle. A couple of pixels away. We will go and take on Everton at Goodison Park. And again, it will be 0-0. Eddie Nketiah has missed a penalty. I'm coming on at right mid, though, because Hannibal has come on at cam. Okay, maybe from the right mid position, I could do something a little different then. But certainly, I am in desperate need of doing something personally, and the team are in dire straits right now. We've not scored for 6 games. Oh, God. Coming on for Manuel Benson on the right-hand side. 1 shot on target and score a goal from outside the box. Oh, and I'm not even on the free kick either. I might get on the end of it, though. No. There's Gagliardini. Lucas Pires could win this back. He's just lost it. We've got it back here, though. No, I don't know whether I won that tackle or not, but it's not giving me the ball. Alex Bainer will come away with it and Mikolenko will break. Right, okay, on the right-hand side, hopefully, with more people in the centre to try and utilise for passes, for 1-2s, for potential assists to me or potential assists for me, maybe we could do something at Goodison Park. One of the oldest, most famous stadiums in the entire country that soon will be no more. This might even be the last game at Goodison Park we ever play in a player career. Into the middle there. Cullen will use me. Can I get this to Eddie? I think he just ran offside. I didn't have the confidence that I'd be able to find the ball through the gap. So I'll give it to Hannibal here. Oh, it's Masengo. I just went off the hair. Cullen does find me. I go back to Cullen. So now I can get it to him. Masengo, I'll call for it here. I'm in a decent spot. Can I spin the man? Yes. Can I find Eddie Nketiah? No. Ah! Everything but the final ball or shot / finish for us right now as a team and individual. We are in a rut right now as a team and individual. And it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel right now. It really is. This is what it's like, though. This is the challenge, I suppose, is what you guys were after when you saw me get promoted with Burnley last year. You didn't expect the way we started the season. You expected this. This is the challenge you were hoping for us, and it's certainly the challenge we're facing. It's another scoreless game for us as a team. We keep a clean sheet, so the points tally gently ticks over. But at this rate, I am going to be getting worse as a player. My average rating is going to be in the red, I think, as we continue on right now, because that was only a 5.7 from me. This is probably the... Make sure you do the right one, Ches. Probably the worst run of form I've had, arguably in any my player, for a long time. For years. With Brighton at home next, I've never been more desperate for an improvement. Or an injury till the end of the bloody season. None of the objectives met. We're falling further away from the starting lineup now, and it's a full week until the game. Low match performance, I can comment on it. I can commit to improving, but at the minute, I'm trying my hardest, and it's just not working. Got a new message from my agent. Coach wants to analyse where it went wrong. Bloody everywhere, mate, is where it went wrong. Christmas, available in 1 day. Oh, good. Does any of them give me a manager favour boost? Because I'd be very desperate for it right now. Don't think so. Let's go to the Christmas charity party, shall we? Spend £43,000 gifting some money to charity to make us feel better about things off the pitch, about ourselves off the pitch, because right now on the pitch, I don't feel very good at all. Oh my God, the team has scored a goal. Coming on at 1-1, Josh Brownhill, of all people, to be the first person to score a goal for us in 7 games. I did not put Josh Brownhill on my bingo card. We're level against Brighton as we come on here. On the right-hand side again for Manuel Benson. Oh, please, please, please. I don't even need to finish the sentence. Just please. I'm pleading for anything and everything at the moment. Oh, I skipped the objectives. Well done, Ches. I need a 7. I need 1 shot on target and a 10% cross success rate. Let's bloody do it. Eddie, through that gap. Go on, lad. He's on the side. I'm going to run off him. He's gone for goal. Eddie! Why are you so bad? He's turning into Eddie Nketiah from real life, not Eddie Nketiah from the beginning of this season. And it's upsetting me a lot. Looking for Mr. Nketiah. Finding Mr. Nketiah. Oh, if that found me. If that found me, I'd probably have lost it anyway and we wouldn't have scored. But, oh, the chance was there. The chance of the unknown. Eddie will put pressure on Adam Webster and will block it. Then it's cannon back off him, hit me in the arm, and a free kick for Brighton. Sick, mate. Pump's looking for Eddie, finding only Vifa. Where is that going to fall? It hit someone's hand. It hit one of theirs. Why am I now no longer... Oh, probably because I'm not in the starting lineup, but I've got 91 free kick accuracy. I'd do better than that, that's for sure. It's a shot on target, I suppose, but Carl Rushworth was never going to concede that, was he? Ever in the history of all time. I'm not sure. Tracer, I don't trust him. I used to trust him without a question. Now I don't. Do I trust myself? Not bad. Not bad. Solly March and Moran going off for them. I'm on the corner at least. Why couldn't I take the free kick? Deliver the ball in. Win the header. Okay, give it to me. I'm out wide. I've called for it. Give it quickly inside. Here's Aaron Ramsey off the bench. He's run and just disregarded where the ball is as well. Please, teammates. Stop playing like 4-year-olds. Tracer with the throw. Lucas Pires chests it to him. There's 3 of us in the box, waiting for a ball. Yeah. I'm going to take the corner again. All right. Come on. Put it in the back of the net. Morato recovers it at least. Cross it, cross it, cross it, cross it. That's rubbish! Esteve and Hannibal. To Cullen. Nicely forward to Ramsey. Through the gap. Eddie's in the box. Mr. Nketiah! Oh! I just said to live chat, I am this close to sacking the My Player career mode in entirely because the gameplay's so horrific and starting a journeyman career mode instead, playing as the manager and the whole team. I unpaused, and then that happened. Who knew that everybody just needed a team talk telling them, you will cease to exist in space and time unless you pull your finger out. Eddie Nketiah pulled his finger out. We're going to win. Eddie Nketiah wins it back. Ramsey, lovely ball through the gap. Oh my God. Well then, that's changed things, hasn't it? What is going on? I've scored in the 93rd minute. We're going to win by 3-1, and it really is a 10 out of 10 team talk, isn't it? The fans are so happy, they're even getting the Olays out now as we're in stoppage time here, and the final whistle sounds. In the 89th and 92nd, they finally turned up in the last game of the day. Well, back in the starting lineup for sure for tomorrow. And the question is that the spark that reignites Burnley's fire or not? 2 objectives achieved on the brink of the starting lineup. So very close. And with Man United in 4 days' time, we will be. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Training. Get it done. And top right, it's green. It's green at last. Back in the 11 after getting back on the score sheet. Burnley back to winning ways. And of course, who do we have next? Man United. Sick. We travel to Old Trafford at the beginning of tomorrow's episode, where we'll have Man United, Bournemouth and Norwich, we hope, in 3 full started games. Pray, 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 we are back.